How's it going, everybody? The PlayStation Store is running a bunch of deals right now, and we're gonna be looking at some deals on games that are a little bit more expensive. We generally don't do this of looking at games over the price of even $20, but there's a lot of deals in this video that are gonna be over 20 bucks. Personally speaking, I think if you're paying a price for a game, like let's say, like some of these games are over $25, $30, you know, and you're not buying the game at launch, I feel like it loses a lot of value and you should just wait for deeper and deeper discounts. Especially, the issue is, like, digitally, sometimes games, like, bottom out at a certain price point and it's hard to get a better deal on that, but physically speaking, some of these deals are available at better prices, so that's just my 2 cents on that. Now, some of you guys want to stick exclusively to digital deals, and I understand that, so we got you covered in this video, and let's get started with Final Fantasy 16, which is 20% off for $56. This is even on sale right now at Amazon for $50, so it's just like, if you want to get it physically, it's a little cheaper. FF16 is absolutely worth it. I thought, you know, it was a game that was worth $70 if you bought it at launch. It's just a fantastic game. Soundtrack is tremendous. Story is really, really good. There are some decisions in the second half of the game, and I feel like we say that all the time with, like, JRPGs especially. It's like that second, what do you got for me in that second half? The first half is usually really good. What do you got for me in that second half? And with FF16, I like the second half, don't get it twisted. I just think there was a lot more potential in certain things they could have done as far as executing the narrative. Don't want to get into spoilers, but I still overall really enjoyed the game. Clive is an awesome main character, just really a great main character, and yeah, combat's really solid. The rest of the cast is pretty decent. You know, Clive's definitely the star, but there's other characters that are definitely quite good in the game as well. Side content is kind of superfluous, like that is something that is definitely a little bit of a criticism in the game, but overall it's really good. Now, this is the deal of the week. This isn't a part of any of the sales going on right now, so this deal actually ends at the end of today, so if you want it, jump on it as soon as possible. Alright, moving on from that, we got Star Wars Jedi Survivor, 30% off for $49. Yes, the game came out back at the end of April. Seeing a nice little discount here. Obviously, this is a very timely recommendation given that Jedi Survivor recently got a patch that remedies its performance mode quite a lot, and if you've been wanting to play this game in performance mode, Jedi Survivor, this is a great time to do so. This is a game that I absolutely loved. I thought this game improved upon Jedi Fallen Order in nearly every area. I just thought from the gameplay to the narrative even, which some people liked Fallen Order's story better, I thought this game was just so good, and obviously if you're trying to 100% it, there's a lot of content to this game, so $49 for Jedi Survivor I think is a fantastic deal. I'd give it a strong recommendation, and definitely go check this out. I think you guys are going to be very happy with your purchase here. Next up, we have Red Dead Redemption 2, 34% off, but obviously with the double discounts, you'll save even more, $19.19 on this. Just let me get an upgrade on this, and Rockstar, I will stop complaining about Red Dead Redemption 2 for the foreseeable future about not having an upgrade. I mean, I wouldn't have a reason to complain at that point. RDR2 is just a fantastic game that I think is so good. From the open world, from the cast of characters, it's just an incredibly strong game that I would say definitely give this a buy. 19 and change is well worth it, and the campaign is so well done. For this price, I would definitely say go ahead and pick it up. Obviously, Red Dead Redemption 1 is now on PlayStation 4 as well, but it's kind of not the greatest pickup in the world, but RDR1 is still fantastic, but $19.19 for RDR2, definitely give that a buy. Next up, we have LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. This is 70% off for $18 for Skywalker Saga, which I think is a great deal. I'm not a big LEGO guy, wasn't a big Star Wars guy for a long time, but honestly, that's changing. I'm not like, yo, I'm not crazy about Star Wars, let's not get it twisted, but after Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor, I'm definitely getting more and more into Star Wars as a whole, but Skywalker Saga for $18 is great. A ton of content in the game, and if you're a fan of LEGO games, or you want a game that's accessible to, you know, your kid, younger sibling, whatever the deal is, or you just want an accessible game to a newcomer of video games, this is a really solid one, and I would say give it a look. Next up, I'm gonna give Gotham Knights a shout. It's 70% off for $21. Look, I certainly had my issues with this game. I did a full review of it back when it initially came out last year. There were aspects of it that I liked. I think the biggest issue with Gotham Knights is that most people are gonna compare it to a little franchise called Batman Arkham, and that is going to be a train wreck if you do that, because this game is nowhere near as good as Batman Arkham. However, is it a good game? Yeah, there's some fun to certainly be had. I thought the, concept of having these 4 different characters added a bit of replayability. I did my first playthrough as Nightwing, and I enjoyed it. Definitely had some shortcomings with the combat. 30 FPS is inexcusable, especially for a game at this quality level visually. I get it, there is the co-op aspect to it, but still, most people would say Arkham Knight's a better looking game visually, so there is that. But 21 bucks, I think, is the right price point for it. This is one of those games, man, that some games can get away with a $70 price tag, and then some games are Gotham Knights and can't, and that's gonna be something that is gonna hold back titles like this, but I digress. Next up, Assassin's Creed Odyssey Ultimate Edition is 80% off for $24. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a game that, I'm not big on the newer style of Assassin's Creed games. However, Odyssey is generally considered to be the best among the newer style of Assassin's Creed games. It's still one that didn't really hook me, but, I thought it was fine, and for a lot of you guys, you're probably going to enjoy it a lot more than me. This is where, some objectivity has to come in instead of my subjective opinions on, the newer Assassin's Creed games. With the Ultimate Edition, you get a bunch of bonus content, deluxe pack, season pass, 2 major story arcs, day 1 bonus mission, and most of all, you get copies of Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered and AC Liberation. AC Liberation is kind of a meme. It was a PlayStation Vita title, and trust me, I'm a PlayStation Vita diehard as they come, but Liberation was not a great game. AC3, I didn't love either, but I thought it was an okay game. They kind of definitely butchered the real-world aspect of Assassin's Creed with that game, but, it is what it is. I thought Connor was an alright character. The issue with AC3, I just thought the beginning of that game was so slow. If memory serves me correct, it was pretty deep into the game that you even get your Assassin's Cloak in that game, which is wild to think about, but, nevertheless, $24 for AC Odyssey Ultimate with AC3, with Odyssey, with all that DLC. You're getting a lot of mileage for your dollar, so from that standpoint, worth a buy there. Next up, we have Persona 5 Royal, which is 40% off for $36. P5R is a great game. This price point is definitely a little wild, given that it initially came out in early 2020, and then it kind of just had an artificial price hike when they released this new gen version of it. Persona 5 ran fine on the PS4, and hell, Persona 5 is on the PS3, so yeah, they're spanning 3 generations with this game. A little game called GTA 5 did that as well. Persona 5 definitely doesn't get that level of flack, though. It's a great game, great cast of characters, a ton of content. What I always say about Persona is there's a lot of games with a lot of content, but Persona keeps the game and the content throughout the entirety of the game fairly engaging, and I think that's the most powerful thing about a game with a ton of content. $36, I think, is a good buy. Check it out. Next up, Digimon Survive, 50% off for $29.99. Loved Digimon Survive. If you are into visual novels and if you are a fan of Digimon, you're going to enjoy this game as well. You just have to know what you're getting yourself into. Digimon Survive very much is focused on the story, the narrative aspect of the game. It shines. However, the tactics-based RPG gameplay, that is few and far between. That's probably 25 to 30% of the game, and 65 to 70% of the game is all about that a visual novel and storytelling, and my percentages were off. I understand that, but you guys get what I'm saying. This game is mostly a visual novel, and it's a darker tale as far as Digimon games go, and I found that to be rather cool. For this price point at $30, I think it's a really good pickup, and again, it's mainly for if you are a Digimon fan, so keep that in mind as well. Next up, we have Ghostwire Tokyo, which is 60% off for $24. I really enjoyed this game. It is available on Plus Extra. It had some shortcomings for sure. The narrative, again, like I said with Final Fantasy 16, the second half is a little bit but overall, still a fantastic game and one that I really enjoyed. I thought the ambiance and the atmosphere to this game was incredibly strong. I think the setting is great. I think the sound design is really good, and the combat's pretty decent as well. So 24 bucks on that, pretty good. And then lastly, Alan Wake Remastered, $12. Want to give this a shout ahead of the release of Alan Wake 2. Know a lot of you guys are excited for that, so definitely go through and play the first one. It is a worthwhile time there as well. It's Alan Wake, so you're gonna have a good time with it, and definitely shows its age a little bit, but for $12, you should definitely play this ahead of Alan Wake 2. But that is going to do it for me. Again, a lot of great deals available right now across the PlayStation Store, so definitely worthwhile stuff to check out across the board. Go pick some of the stuff up if you're interested. Again, these are a little bit more expensive, so keep that in mind, but yeah, still worthwhile to check them out. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.